All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we're going to talk about Roy Jones Jr., Canelo Alvarez, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Roy Jones Jr. saying some things that are going to make some people upset after the win of Canelo Alvarez over Jermell Charlo. He also talks briefly about Terrence Crawford. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the historical weight class where Roy Jones Jr. lets it be known what he thinks about Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. And some of y'all are not going to like it, but look, man, it is what he said. And hey, he's been calling them pretty close, pretty well as of late. However, before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. Really makes a huge difference to the channel. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks. But let's get into this. So Jermell Charlo got beat up, I think that's a fair way to say it, by Canelo Alvarez. So of course, after that fight takes place on a big stage, $20 million gate, Showtime pay-per-view, whole bunch of people watching the fight, amped up atmosphere. People are once again saying that Canelo Alvarez is one of the best fighters ever, right? I'm just kind of throwing that out there. I don't know how many people say that he's one of the best ever, but you do hear things of people saying he's the Mexican GOAT, the greatest Mexican fighter ever, right? And of course, you have more conversation about what he would do with Terrence Crawford and what he would do and how his career is now on par or better than Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s, which I find very funny because every time Floyd Mayweather Jr. says something about Muhammad Ali and being better than Muhammad Ali, I've just have always said, well, just wait till Canelo gets a few more wins. People are going to put him over you. Don't worry about it. That's how it happens. And that is pretty much what's going on. Now, Roy Jones, for his part, talks specifically about Canelo Alvarez and what Canelo Alvarez would do if he was fighting like he's fighting now versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. when Floyd Mayweather Jr. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. had moved up and fought him when Canelo was had the amount of experience that he has now. And he also talks about Terrence Crawford. Now, before I get into the details, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. But if I didn't, sorry, man, sometimes I get caught out. Thank you. Welcome back to the channel. So here's the thing. Okay, so Roy Jones Jr. says that the way that Canelo beat Jermell Charlo, which was the little man is moving up in weight class, so he bullies him. He just bullies him, walks him down, beats him up, takes some shots from him, winds up beating him up, and keeps the guy on his back foot, all of that stuff, and winds up winning the fight. And he did it by bullying Jermell Charlo. And he said, look, if he had done the same thing with Floyd Mayweather Jr. when Floyd moved up to 154 pounds to fight him, then he would have done a lot better. And the insinuation that I get is that he says that he could have won the fight. I don't know if he means he would have won the fight, but could have won the fight. And that's what he should have done when he fought Floyd Mayweather Jr., just go in there and bully the smaller man. Right? So that makes sense. I mean, that's exactly what he did. Now, to say that would have worked against Floyd Mayweather Jr., man, I don't know. Now, if you look at it, I don't know, and I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. But the more important thing is, look, man, you can't go back in time. Canelo Alvarez is going to have to set on that whooping, just like Canelo Alvarez been setting on that whooping for the last 10 years. Is what it is. You can't revision, you can't change history, because if he would have done something different, yeah, well, if Canelo would have just landed a punch on his jaw with all his might like 10 times in a row, he probably would have knocked out Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s. If ands and buts were candy and nuts, oh, what a party we'd have. So no, and I'm not, and no. And even now, and for the people that try to talk about Canelo compared to Floyd as far as their career goes, man, it's not going to work. And you know why that is? Because Floyd beat Canelo. Canelo is a notch on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s belt. That's it, period. Doesn't matter if he's 24, doesn't matter if he's 34, doesn't matter at all. He's a notch on that man's belt. He got into the ring when he had already had 8 title defenses, that he had as a WBA world champion. He was a long reigning champion at the time that he fought Floyd. So to me, just with the accolades and the fact that he's one of the 50 that Canelo Alvarez got. It is what it is. He won it. That sounds like, it's almost like, when we talk about, historical boxing, in the early 20th century with Jack Johnson and Sam Langford. People talk about what Sam Langford would have done if he was able to fight Jack Johnson for the heavyweight title. But Jack Johnson, hey man, there was a black heavyweight title and Jack Johnson had already beat him. So all we know for sure is Jack Johnson beat Sam Langford. We cannot say what Sam Langford would have done later in his career against Jack Johnson. We just don't know. And the notch is there. The notch is there. Now, as far as what Terrence Crawford, about Roy Jones Jr. talking about Terrence Crawford. Hey, look, man, I was on record saying I think Terrence Crawford's got a good chance to beat Canelo Alvarez. I am not so confident anymore. And Roy Jones Jr. pretty much says the same thing. Like, look, man, you might want to move up and wait. Let me see you at 154 against Charlo. Then let me see you move up to 160 or something like that against him. Because as of right now, Canelo Alvarez is just a little too big for you. And you should probably not get into that. And I have to tell you that I agree 100%. And that's no knock on either. That's no knock on Terrence Crawford. Because Terrence Crawford is an excellent fighter, man. He's my number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, even though Canelo just beat Jermell, which, by the way, I also have to say, come on, man. The fight, Jermell moved up 2 weight classes. Will people please get a man a break? God, dog, get a man a break. He fought like he couldn't win. And man, he's getting there, bombs getting dropped on that man. Okay. And he probably didn't want to get knocked completely out because his shots that he landed against Canelo didn't do anything to Canelo. Made him blink once or twice. But that's probably going to be the same thing that you will run into and see if Terrence Crawford fights Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is a very, very experienced fighter. He's a very big fighter. And compared to them, he's a very big, strong, explosive fighter. And if you don't have enough to keep that man, to really keep that man's hands in his pocket and make him feel something, good luck with all of that. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.